And welcome back to yet another live stream. It's that time of year again. It's FA Cup third round draw tonight. We're bringing you the draw, of course, live watch along. Guys, are you excited? I presume most of you that are watching support a team that is in the draw. We will be bringing it to you when it gets underway, which is very, very soon. But before that, let's do some build up. Get your comments down below before the draw starts. Let me know who you support and who you want to draw. Like I say, a massive welcome to everyone that's watching. You might be watching after the draw, in which case you're still welcome, but you've missed it. But if you're watching live, get in the live chat. Let us know your thoughts on the draw. As you can see, 64 ball numbers listed beside me here. If you aren't already familiar, now's your chance to make sure you know what ball number you are. I've got it going nice and slowly. 1 to 44 are the Premier League and Championship teams that are automatically in the FA Cup third round. This is where the FA Cup journey starts for the Premier League and Championship teams. But of course, as we all know, the FA Cup started long before that with the non-league teams, of which we've got a very small amount left, but still the likes of Macclesfield, Weston-super-Mare, you can see there, 45-49. They have made it. Boreham Wood, 51, and of course a mix of League One and League Two teams that have made it past round one and round two. Guys, I'm looking forward to this one. My team's involved. I'm sure most of you watching, your teams are involved. Get your comments in the live chat. There's over 300 people in here already. Take 2 seconds to hit the like button. Every single one of you, drop a like. It really helps the channel and the stream if you can like and subscribe. Get involved with all of that, and let's start reading out some of your comments. A massive welcome to everyone. Dave, the QPR fan, he says, QPR, and I want Chelsea at home. Good evening. I hope you're well, he says. Yeah, I'm well, thank you. Excited is the word. And yeah, QPR v Chelsea, West London derby, that would be tasty. Paul is a Leeds fan. He says, Wednesday away, please. They need the money and a Yorkshire derby. Yes, that would be tasty, Paul, but I'm sure you would not want a repeat of the scoreline in the Carabao Cup earlier this season when Wednesday actually won on penalties, didn't they? But good to see you, Paul. User 666, the Duckman, Brentford fan. Yes, it's JB. He says, oi, oi, Matt SB. Good to see you, JB. Good luck to Brentford, of course, as well. Lots of different fans in here. You're all very welcome. Birmingham City fan here. Alfred says he wants Aston Villa. That's the thing that's exciting, isn't it? All the different possibilities. Birmingham City versus Aston Villa, Chelsea v QPR, whatever combination. The North East derby, Sunderland v Newcastle, the second City derby, the East London derby. Can we get a West Ham versus Millwall? Loads of different combinations. I'm sure we're going to get some good draws. Can the non-league teams get themselves a big game, or can they get a winnable one and a chance at round 4? We will see. Of course, as I say, 64 ball numbers. If you don't know which ball number you are, now's your chance before the draw starts to familiarise yourselves. There are 500 people watching and we're only 2 likes away from 100. So like I say, do hit the like button. The reason I ask, because some people say, why'd you do that? It just helps it get recommended to more people and then they can find it, which is great. So drop a like, subscribe, and let us know who you want in the draw. Let's have a look. Carl Mason. Good to see you, Carl. He wants Forest versus Coventry. Billy says Derby versus Forest. Packluck, Stoke City fan says he wants Port Vale at home. There you go. There's another derby we could get. Jack says evening. Evening, Jack. The Tigers to win the FA Cup, says Anthony. Can you imagine? Well, we all remember, you know, that Hull City FA Cup final against Arsenal in 2014, if we're old enough. They were so close, Hull, weren't they? They were so close. 2-0 up, but Arsenal came back to win, didn't they? When does it start, asks Essa. Well, I believe it starts in just under 10 minutes, so don't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. Get your comments down below. I love interacting with you guys. I love to see what you guys have to say, and it's great to have a range of different fans in here. I'm not surprised to see lots of Coventry fans and Nottingham Forest fans and what have we got? Leeds fans in here. Have we got any Weston-super-Mare fans in here? Let us know if you support Weston-super-Mare or Macclesfield. Remember, tonight, Brackley take on Burton. That is the last game to play out from round 2. So Brackley could still get through as well. Or Burton. Burton might still get through. Burton of League One. What are the rules in the Cup with loan players, says Oliver. Isn't it down to if they're cup tied? Wouldn't it be if they've played in the competition for another club? Then they can't for a different one, if that makes sense. Let's have a look. He says, if Everton got Preston, would Harrison Armstrong be allowed to play? Oh, do you mean against parent clubs? It's usually not allowed because you wouldn't want to allow them an advantage of letting them have one of your own players for that game, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's in the rule book. Maybe someone can let me know, or if it's a gentleman's agreement. It might be in the rule book. But yeah, why would you? For example, if Coventry play a League One team and we've lent them a striker, we don't want him to play against us, do we? Right, let's have a look at some more comments. What do you think of Wolves versus Man United? I've predicted Man United to win 2-1. That game kicks off at 8 p.m. for anyone wondering. That's a Premier League game tonight. And tomorrow, we've got lots of Championship and Champions League and League One action going on. So check out all of that. We've done predictions for all of it on the channel, and I will be live streaming Preston versus Coventry. But tonight, of course, the focus is on the FA Cup draw, which is coming up very soon. Hit that like button if you haven't already. I've set a like target of 2,000. It is ambitious, but get involved. If you want to have a comment read out, then get commenting down below. If I miss your comment, do comment again. I'll try and pick it up. There's a good one. William says Wolves versus Middlesbrough. That's become a bit of a derby, I guess, hasn't it? I'm sure the Wolves fans are probably like, oh, for God's sake. But I know that a lot of the Middlesbrough fans want to get Wolves at home. The Rob Edwards derby, hey? There's a Newcastle United fan here. He says, honestly, I think it is written in the stars for us to play Liverpool at St James's Park, and I believe we can beat them as long as we go there is no corruption. Last time from a Newcastle fan there. Of course, that was the Carabao Cup final last year, wasn't it? And of course, it was a dramatic game in the Premier League this year. Hi, Matt. Hello from Sunny. Oh, God, that comment nearly disappeared. Correlaggio? Oh, God, have I mispronounced that? Where is that? I feel like I've not seen that before. Correlaggio. Hoping for Blades versus Owls, the Steel City derby. Thank you for joining, David. Thank you to Johnny, who says Coventry versus Sunderland, the rematch. And thank you to Brandon, who's just donated. He says, hi, enjoying the stream, hoping for Stoke versus Port Vale. Cheers, Brandon, you absolute legend. Yes, there's plenty of those derbies as well that don't get played out often enough. So, for example, we had, was it David just then saying, let's get Sheffield United versus Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, that's great, but we see it quite often now. I want Stoke versus Port Vale. I want Bristol City versus Bristol Rovers. I don't think Bristol Rovers are actually in the Cup anymore. Did they get through? They might not have got through, actually. Anyway, but you know what I mean, as in those kind of derbies, the ones that don't happen often. In particular, Stoke v Port Vale, West Ham v Millwall. Throw some more at me. What about Blackpool, Preston? Could Exeter get Plymouth? I think Plymouth went out, didn't they? There's a few different ones in there. Salford, could they get one of the Manchester clubs? Oh, they did get Man City last season, didn't they? And then they got annihilated. 900 people in here, 199 likes. Who's going to be like number 200? Get involved, hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, we are 2 subscribers away, literally 2, from 118,000. So thank you for your support. Make sure you've subscribed as well and get involved in the comments. Trev Goat says, hi, I am new here. Very welcome, mate. Thanks for joining us. Mansfield versus Forest. That'd be a good one, wouldn't it? Yeah, Jamie says, I'd like Forest versus Derby. I think we, as Arsenal, are going to get Millwall, says Joe. Come on, Western Supermare, says Oliver. Henry says Portsmouth to get Southampton. Yeah, of course, that's a derby. Both in the same league this season, but yeah, wouldn't say no to them playing each other in the FA Cup, I must say. Right, less than 5 minutes now until past, which is when the draw is meant to get started. So let's see how many different fans we've got in here. We've got over 1,000 people watching. Comment down below just once with the team you support. Let's see how many different fans are in here. Just say Coventry, West Brom, Accrington, Newcastle, whoever it is. Let's see how many different fans we've got in here. And you're all very welcome. Thank you for getting involved. I can't wait. It is literally one of the best days in the football calendar. I know the FA Cup's maybe lost its magic. It isn't what it used to be, okay? It's a shame, because I like the FA Cup. But I think with the money in the Premier League, it's just not what it used to be. However, it is still an exciting day in the footballing calendar because there's so many teams involved. It's completely random. Who's going to get who? Is there going to be a giant killing? That's the word we're looking for. Well, the two words, giant killing. Can we get a League One, a League Two, or a non-league club beating one of the Premier League or Championship clubs? We will see. Here we go. People are commenting down below. Let's see how many different fans we've got in here. Cov, Forest, West Ham, Middlesbrough, Grimsby, Cov, Liverpool, Macclesfield. Good to see you. Grimsby, Cov, Palace, Everton, Cov, Sunderland, Cov, Pompey, Bristol City, Sheffield Wednesday, Birmingham, Sunderland, Grimsby, Huddersfield, Cov, Sunderland, Liverpool, Forest, Grimsby, Forest, Liverpool, Hull, QPR, Palace, Charlton, Norwich. Wow, loads of people in here. Keep commenting with the teams you support if you haven't already. And like I say, get your dream draw in the live chat. Let me know who you want to play who. Also, let's do this for a bit of fun. I know everyone's probably in here, well, most people anyway, are in here just caring about who they get, who their team gets. But let's predict one big game which doesn't involve your team. Can you give us a prediction? Like, are two of the big six going to play each other? Are one of the big six going to play a non-league team? Get your wild predictions in the comments. I just have a feeling one of those National League teams are going to get a Premier League team. I don't know who it's going to be. Hang on a minute. Macclesfield are National League North, aren't they? So they're 6th tier. I want them to get a big boy. Let's go with Macclesfield versus Arsenal. There you go. There's my prediction. There's my bold prediction for what it's worth. Macclesfield to get Arsenal. So the draw starts in just a couple of minutes. Keep your comments coming. Let's see what you guys are saying. Newcastle to get Borough. That'd be tasty. Liverpool to get Everton. Liverpool to get Cardiff. Leeds v Everton. That'd be tasty. Weston-super-Mare versus Liverpool, says the Infinite Wasp. The Steel City Derby, says Grad. Palace away to Weston-super-Mare. Look at that. Some of these, I just love it. Cov City to get Scum United. What about Weston-super-Mare versus Manchester United? Cov to get Manchester United in a revenge match. Yeah, that'd be tasty. I'd take Man United at home. Let's take them on at home. Away from home, it's gonna be tricky, but well, it'd be tricky at home. Let's be honest, but we will see. Anyway, it's 1 minute until 29 past. There's 1,600 people watching. Thank you for tuning in. The FA Cup draw is just about to start, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you've hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds. Make sure you've subscribed. Last time we checked, we were 2 subscribers away from 118,000. Let's have a look. Hit that subscribe button. I think we're nearly there. Yeah, 1 away. Oh, no, we might have hit. Have we hit it? Oh, we were 1 away. It's not refreshed. Let's have a look at some more of your comments and predictions for the draw. Macclesfield to get Nottingham Forest. What else we got? Sheffield United v Sheffield Wednesday. West Ham v Millwall. Please, please. We need one derby as well. We need at least one. Whether it's, yeah, West Ham v Millwall, Birmingham versus Aston Villa. Just give us one of them. Stoke versus Port Vale. Please, please give us one of those derbies. I pray to God. So, of course, the draw will take a while with 64 balls being drawn. And we'll probably be here for 15 minutes going through it all. Once that does get underway, I will remove this and start typing down the fixtures so you won't miss anything. So stay over here. Thank you once again for all of your support. It's just hit 6:30, so the proceedings should be getting underway any second now. I'll keep you abreast of when they do. In the meantime, if you've just joined us, make sure you know which ball number you are. The FA Cup draw is getting underway very soon. Let's have a look at some more predictions for the draw. Coventry to get the Foxes, the Saints to get the Skates, Leicester versus West Brom, Cov v Bournemouth, Oxford to get Swindon, Stockport to get Salford. Yeah, get your predictions down in the comments. And we're all set. Someone saying it started. It hasn't started yet. It is about to start. It'll just, yeah, they're just going to be doing a little bit of a build-up, so you just might have to bear with for a couple of minutes. But a couple of things to keep your eye out for. Like I say, number 1 to 46 is the Premier League and Championship clubs alphabetically. From 47 down to 64 are the League One, the League Two, and the non-league clubs, of which I think it's Macclesfield, Weston-super-Mare, and Brackley that are the only ones from non-league. And Brackley are not through just yet, of course. No, sorry, Boreham Wood of the National League are in the draw as well. Brackley play Burton tonight. Right, I think the draw is about to get underway. They've just done the last advert, so stay with us. Thank you once again for all of your support. Make sure you have hit the like button and subscribed. And if you want to have a comment read out, then nice and quickly, get down below. They are just about to get underway, so last chance to drop a comment and we'll bring it to you. Blackpool are in this round, says Wallace and Gromit fan. They are, aren't they? They're somewhere down there. You'll see them in a minute. Like I say, you familiarise yourselves with what ball number your team is. Wrexham will get Port Vale. We always get Port Vale, says Kelly. Did you get them in the Carabao Cup this season? You might have done, mightn't you? Good to see you anyway, Kelly. Good luck to Wrexham in the draw. Remember, guys, once the draw has concluded, we will be here to do reactions afterwards. But if you want to get a comment read out just before it starts, and there is a lot of anticipation here because it is just about to get underway, then let's have a quick little look. Fennick says Borough to get Wolves. I think West Ham are going to get Southampton, says Grad. Millwall to get Charlton, question mark, says Josh. We will see. Up the mighty Blackpool, says Gamer Gerard. Grimsby to get Man United again, says Robert. Wouldn't that be... imagine if they beat them again. Imagine League Two Grimsby beating Manchester United twice in the same season. Imagine. Imagine a team being called Villa. It's like another team being called Mansion or Hotel. Oh, okay. There you go. Someone's taken the mick out of Aston Villa's name there. Who do you think Coventry will get? Question mark. Oh, I don't know. Am I meant to guess? Let's have a look. Let's go random. Number 42. Who would that be? West Ham. Okay. I picked at random there. Coventry to get West Ham in a Frank Lampard derby. That's my prediction for what it's worth. If you want to get your predictions down below, then quickly do so. They're just doing a final little bit of pre-match, pre-draw chat, should we say, with Ali McCoist. It's nearly time. Thank you once again for tuning in. Let's see if we can hit 400 likes. We're 10 likes away. The draw is just about to start, so last chance to drop a like and subscribe. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for all of your support. Lots of content coming. We're trying to hit, I think, 120k on the channel before the end of the year. So, yeah, get involved with all of that. Last couple comments. Leeds to get Man United, says the Freddy Krueger fan. Mill, from a Millwall fan in the live chat. Walsall to get Liverpool. There's so many comments here. I wouldn't mind Arsenal getting Boreham Wood, says Luke. We will see. Oh, come on. They're teasing us now. We're all set and ready. And they're just doing some final bits. Ali McCoist there. That must be at Brackley Town Stadium. Of course, they always do the draw on the Monday night before the Monday night game, which, like I say, if you haven't already noticed, it is Brackley versus Burton tonight. So let's just familiarise ourselves with the teams that have got through that are not from the Premier League and Championship, because all of the Premier League and Championship ones are through, so we know who they are. 45 Macclesfield, 46 Grimsby, 47 Shrewsbury, 48 Swindon, 49 Weston-super-Mare, 50 Barnsley, 51 Boreham Wood, 52 MK Dons, 53 Wigan, 54 Fleetwood, 55 Salford, 56 Mansfield, 57 Cambridge, 58 Brackley or Burton, 59 Blackpool, 60 Walsall, 61 Exeter, 62 Cheltenham, 63 Doncaster, and 64 Port Vale. We've done all of our pre-draw stuff. We are set and ready to go. Let's just read out a few more comments for anyone that might want to have a comment read out before the draw does get underway. They're teasing us, aren't they? Weston-super-Mare versus Aston Villa. I want that. What else we got? The Saddlers to get the Baggies. There you go. Walsall versus West Brom. Leeds to get Derby, says Steve. West Brom to get Wolves. Yes, of course, the Black Country Derby. Chelsea to get Millwall, says Matt. Another one there for Weston-super-Mare to get Villa. It's funny, isn't it, if you support Weston-super-Mare or Macclesfield, because you're probably planning your dream draw, which is, one of the big boys, surely. But everyone wants to draw you. Everyone wants to draw you. We're all looking at them thinking, oh, that's an easy one. That's a winnable one. Whereas for Macclesfield and Weston-super-Mare, it's kind of like a no-lose situation. Unless they draw each other, which is annoying in one aspect, but then it means it's also quite winnable for each of them to get into the fourth round. We will see. 1,800 people tuning in. We're just waiting for the FA Cup draw to get underway. We'll bring it to you live when it is underway. Like I say, the ball numbers are just going past me. I will be getting rid of that in just a second, so one last chance to have a look. Right, here we go. I think it's going to be Peter Crouch and Joe Cole to do the FA Cup third round draw. Oh, they are dragging this out, aren't they? It's not as bad as the World Cup draw. I'm really glad I didn't do a live stream for that. Blimmin' it, that took ages, didn't it? We've got a donation to quickly read out. Thank you so much, Billy, who says, hi, Matt. It's been a while since I've been here. How have you been? I've been good, mate. I've been well. Thank you. Coventry, top of the championship, so it's smiles all round. And thank you for donating, mate. Good luck to your team. Good luck to everyone in the FA Cup draw. As I always say, not everyone's gonna be pleased. Some people will be. We're about to find out who. Kieran says Ipswich to get Coventry. If you want to know my absolute worst case draw, it's probably something like that. Away to another championship club. It's like, oh, difficult, isn't it? Ooh, they're watching back the highlights of Slough versus Macclesfield, are they? Wow, what a goal that was. We're still waiting. Thank you, Billy. Once again, hope you're well, buddy. Charlton to get Sheffield United. Where are Harry and Burgee? They are not here for the FA Cup draw. And they're not here tomorrow either, because they're both going up to Preston. So I will be live streaming on my own tomorrow as well. So do join me and keep me company. 2 likes away from 500. We've nearly hit 500 likes. That is brilliant. Drop a like while we're waiting. We'll just read out some more comments in the meantime. Dion Sanderson to get a hat-trick away at Forest, says JD Football Talk. A hat-trick of own goals? Can you imagine? Oh, Kelly! Kelly! Thank you for not doing the World Cup draw. I think I know why Kelly's saying that. I am looking forward to the World Cup. We will do lots of World Cup stuff and coverage when we get round to June and July, but I prefer talking about the football than the preparations and all of the stuff. And it was so long-winded, wasn't it, that World Cup draw? Honestly, I sat down at 5 thinking this will take half an hour for them to get going. And by 6:30, I was sat there going, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to have to turn the TV off. And then they finally did do it. A couple more comments to read out until the draw gets underway. Thank you once again to Kelly for that very nice donation. GHGN says, Arsenal versus Hull, for dodgy sounding abbreviation. Arsenal versus Hull. I don't get it. I don't get it, GHGN. Prediction for the United game tonight, asks Dean. I've gone for Man United to beat Wolves 2-1. Sophie's gone for Man United to win 2-0. So there you go. We're both back in Man United. But that's mainly down to the fact that Wolves are garbage, aren't they? Right, here we go. Here we go. We're doing it. We're doing the draw. Right, thank you so much for all of your patience. They are making their way now to the FA Cup ball drawing room. I don't know what you'd call it. The room where they're doing the draw. The trophy's there. The bag of balls is there. Who's that? Ali McCoist and Darren Fletcher. Oh, they've gone to an advert. They've gone to an advert. Oh. Okay, nearly there, guys. 1 minute to go. Oh dear. They always do this, don't they? They're like, tune into the draw at this time. I'm like, yes. And they're like, right, you got to wait there. We're going to make you wait. The anticipation is killing me. And I know, look, like I said earlier, the FA Cup is not as magic as it used to be in the 70s and the 80s and even the 90s. It's lost its magic, unfortunately. But I still love it. I still think it's a great competition. The randomness of an FA Cup draw, the fact that non-league teams can play the Premier League teams. Let's still try and revel in it and enjoy it. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll read out two or three more comments, and then the draw should be getting underway. They've just cut back from the adverts now. So one last time, remind us, comment down below with the team you support. Last chance to let us know who you support down in the live chat before the draw starts. Let's see how many different fans we've got in here. And last plug before the draw starts, do drop a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for all of your support. We're trying to hit 120k by the end of the year, so every subscriber counts and every view is appreciated. Last couple comments. Billy says, knowing our luck, Chelsea will get Man City. Oh, damn it, the FA Cup folks. Watched the World Cup draw and got ideas. Charlton versus Sheffield United, says Grad. Couple more comments here. Let's see how many different fans we've got. Derby, Arsenal, Villa, Everton, Charlton, Arsenal, Birmingham, blue nose, very good. Arsenal, Norwich, Stoke, Shrewsbury. GXGN is a neutral. What did GXGN mean earlier, by the way? Did he comment back? Also, we've got a Canadian Stoke City fan in here. You're very welcome. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I get it. The first three letters of Arsenal, the first three letters of Hull. It kind of rhymes with a dodgy word. I get it now. Very good. Derby, we've got a Leeds United fan, a Man United fan, Boing Boing, we know what that means, a West Brom fan, Coventry, Derby, Blades, Man United. Do you like 66? What does that mean? What's 66? I like the World Cup 1966. We won that one, of course. Anyway, here we go then. The advert is over. So the FA Cup third round draw is about to start. Last chance. I'm going to take this down in just a second so we can type out the FA Cup draw. Thank you so much for all of your support. It's always massively appreciated. I am super excited. And like I say, I really hope you guys get the draw you want. There's going to be some dead rubbers. There's going to be some boring ones. I'm sure there is. A couple of championship teams are probably going to draw each other, which is always like, But there's going to be some interesting ones. Maybe a couple of the big Premier League teams are going to play each other. Maybe one of the non-league teams will get themselves a big Premier League game. Did he mean 6-7? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. There isn't a ball number 67. It goes up to 64. Right. Here we go. I'm going to take this down once it's gone past. You've got 10 seconds left to look at that. I support ball number 12, which is Coventry City. I hope you guys know which ball number your team is. So it is Joe Cole and Peter Crouch. And we're still just waiting. We're going to go up to number 64 here. We always do this. I kind of run out of things to say. They drag it out so long. We've said everything there is to say about the FA Cup. It was a once magical competition. I still believe it is magical. Maybe they need to do... I mean, feel free to comment down below what you think they need to do to the FA Cup to make it a bit more interesting. My idea, and I know a lot of you might disagree with this, but my idea to make the FA Cup taken more seriously by the big Premier League teams is instead of giving 5th place in the Premier League, Champions League football, give Champions League football to the winners of the FA Cup. That's what I would do if we were trying to make the FA Cup more appealing to the big teams, because a lot of them put out their kids, don't they? But they won't do that, I know, because obviously there's more money in the Premier League, and I guess to finish 5th in the Premier League, is that a bigger achievement than winning the FA Cup? It's a longer campaign, but you are allowed a bit more margin for error. If you lose one game in the cup, you go out, don't you, of course? Right, come on. We've done all of this. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, come on. Let's start. Let's get underway. Joe Cole and Peter Crouch are sort of pulling their sleeves up and taking this very seriously. Right, they've got the balls out. Peter Crouch has put his balls into the pot, and Joe Cole is going to put his hand in and pull the first one out. So let's get rid of that. The typing is going to be very small because there's a lot of fixtures, but I will zoom it out so you can see this a lot clearer. Which way am I pointing? Yeah, that way. Right, hopefully you remember what ball number you are. The draw is underway now. Joe Cole puts his hand in. The first ball number is number 43, which is Wolverhampton Wanderers of the Premier League. Now, will they get West Brom? Will they get Middlesbrough? They will take on number 47, which is going to be Shrewsbury Town. Wolves take on Shrewsbury of League Two. A nice one for Wolves there. A decent away day for Shrewsbury, it must be said. Next up, Doncaster Rovers of League One. It's number 63. They will take on number 35, which is Southampton. If you're a Southampton fan, you might fancy your chances there against the League One club. We will see. 39 is up next. It's Spurs. Now, this is an exciting one. Who is going to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium? It's going to be ball number 3, which is Aston Villa. Now, there you go. That is a nice, juicy one. Spurs versus Villa. Is that going to be the biggest game we'll get between two big clubs? Next up, ball number 64, which is Port Vale. Port Vale, bottom of League One. They will take on number 54, which is Fleetwood of League Two. Now, it might not seem the most attractive game, that, but it does give both of them a good chance of getting to round 4. So we will see. Next up, ball number 31, which is Preston North End. Who will head to Deepdale? Do not pick Coventry, please. No, it's going to be 53, which is Wigan Athletic. Tasty. It's an all-League One matchup. No, sorry, it isn't. That is so disrespectful. It's an all-Lancashire matchup is what I meant to say. Preston are in the Championship. Ignore what I just said. It's an all-Lancashire matchup. Next up is ball number 18, which is Ipswich Town. Now, I don't want this one either, please. Don't pick 12. Don't pick 12. 59. Oh, Ipswich have got themselves Blackpool. Interesting. Blackpool struggling in League One, but they will be going away to Ipswich, who are 4th place in the Championship now after beating Coventry 3-0. 3,200 people watching. Make sure you're dropping a like and commenting. Get involved. Subscribe as well. We've had a quick pause there, and next up is 44, Wrexham. There we go, Kelly. Who are Wrexham going to play? They will take on number 28, which is Nottingham Forest. Oh, I like that. That's a good one. Wrexham v Forest. That's two clubs I've always had a bit of a vested interest in. Wrexham's journey has been crazy, but Forest, of course, Premier League now. Tricky for Wrexham. Next up, number 10, which is Charlton Athletic of the Championship. They will take on number 11, which is Chelsea. Oh, that's a tasty one. A London derby down at the Valley. That was a Premier League fixture back in the 2000s, wasn't it? In the early 2000s, I should say. Next up, ball number 22, which is, oh God, Man City. Now, this is an exciting one, but it's also an impossible one. Who's going away to the Etihad? Do not pick number 12. Thank you. It's 61, which is Man City versus Exeter City. Oh, Exeter City are in for a hard match there. They go away to Man City. Stay tuned. Lots of ball numbers still in there. We've got West Ham United next. Now, my prediction earlier was Coventry would get West Ham. West Ham will play 32, which isn't Coventry. West Ham will play QPR. Oh, okay. Another London derby, which takes us back to the early 2010s when QPR were in the Premier League with West Ham. Next up is ball number 34, which is Sheffield Wednesday. Coventry always get Sheffield Wednesday in the cup. Are we going to get them again? No. Sheffield Wednesday will take on number 6, which is Brentford. There you go, JB. And to all the Brentford fans watching, an away trip to Sheffield Wednesday and Hillsborough. Next up, ball number 16, which is Fulham of the Premier League. A tricky match this for anyone, but it's going to be 24, which is Middlesbrough. Fulham versus Middlesbrough. It's a tasty match. That's a good test for Middlesbrough, isn't it? Next up, 15, Everton. Oh, I'd like this. Give us number 12, please. I want to go to Everton. No, 37. Who's that? Sunderland. Okay. I want to go to Everton's new stadium. Never mind, I'll have to wait. We'll be in the Premier League next year anyway. Everton v Sunderland, though, is a tasty match. Two Premier League clubs that are both having a decent season. Next up, 21, Liverpool. Now, who's going to Liverpool? 50. Oh, who did they get? Barnsley. Oh, Callum Fowler will be happy. Liverpool versus Barnsley. That's a tasty one. I don't know. Should Barnsley fancy their chances with the way Liverpool are going? Burnley up next. The number 9. They will take on 25, which is Millwall. Those two played each other on the final day of last season in the Championship, didn't they? Millwall just missed out on the playoffs. Burnley just missed out on the title, of course. Number 27 up next, which is Norwich City. Struggling, of course, in the Championship. They will take on number 60, which is Walsall. Could Walsall beat Norwich? It's not impossible. It could be a League One match next season. You never know. Next up, Portsmouth versus number 2. Portsmouth v Arsenal. Okay, that's tasty. Another sort of throwback Premier League game, isn't it? Pompey, when they were in the Premier League, they will take on Arsenal. Next up, number 14, which is Derby County. I don't really want this one. Don't pick number 12 now, please. 19, Leeds. Oh, the old playoff semi-final from a couple of years ago. Derby versus Leeds. Next up, number 38. Is that 38? Yeah, I think that was. Swansea. Swansea will take on 41, which is West Brom. That was a Championship game that was played out at the Hawthorns just over a week ago. West Brom winning 3-2, of course. Next up is number 55, which is Salford. This would be a new ground. No, but it's not going to be Coventry. It'll be 48, which is Swindon, an all League 2 matchup. So, I mean, at least one of them's guaranteed to get to the next round. Next up, 51, which is Boreham Wood. Oops, I skipped a row there. Oh, that's the worst kind of draw you could do, Peter Crouch. Boreham Wood versus Brackley or Burton. But what it does mean, once again, is we have a chance of a non-league team getting to the 4th round. Boreham Wood versus Brackley or Burton, who play tonight, of course. Still quite a few interesting ones left in there. This draw is going to take a while, remember. There's 64 balls to be drawn out. Keep your comments coming. I'm going to come read the comments out at the end of the draw. They've just taken a quick pause, which they don't usually do. But here we go. Next up is 46, which is... who's 46? Grimsby. Oh, go on, Man United. Give them Man United. No. Who's 49? Weston-super-Mare. Okay. At least one of them get through to round 4. Grimsby or Weston-super-Mare. 17 is Hull City, who is heading to get mauled by the Tigers. Blackburn Rovers. I think Blackburn won 3-0 at Hull City earlier this season, didn't they? Interesting. All Championship matchup. Next up, it's number 26, which is Newcastle United. Oh, do I fancy going to Newcastle? I've been there before. Let's see. Number 1 is Bournemouth. Oh, okay. The old Eddie Howe derby. Newcastle versus Bournemouth. Quite a few of the Premier League teams are playing each other, aren't they? Next up, 52, MK Dons. Now, I'd take this. Give us number 12. I love going to MK Dons with Coventry. We take loads. No, 29. Oxford. Oxford United will go to Stadium MK. There's still quite a few ball numbers in here. Cheltenham next. Cheltenham will take on number 20, which is Leicester. Oh, Leicester City will fancy their chances there, but we will see. There's no smallish teams left here for Coventry, annoyingly. Well, there's a couple. 57, okay. Cambridge. Cambridge of League 2 will take on number 4, which is Birmingham City. Man United are still in there. Next up is Bristol City. I don't want this one. Watford. Okay, an all championship match. Coventry is still in there, boys. So are Macclesfield. So are Man United. So are Mansfield, actually. 36 is Stoke City. No. Oh, poo. Coventry. Ay, ay, ay. I didn't really want that. 6 balls left, 3 games left. Next up, 45, Macclesfield. Go on, give them 23. Give them Man United. Oh, they got 13, which is Crystal Palace. I'm not too chuffed with the Coventry draw, lads. I must say, it's not the best one, is it? That's no offence to Stoke, by the way. It's just like, I don't want to play a championship team. We already played them twice. Man United will take on Brighton. And then that leaves behind Mansfield and Sheffield United, which I'm going to have to move the screen in a minute so you can see it. Right, get your comments down below. It's going to be Sheffield United at home to Mansfield, by the way. So, yeah, get your comments down below. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a bit bigger so you can read it a bit better. And let's have that scrolling. And that is the FA Cup draw in full. Hang on a minute. What am I doing here? Filters. Scroll. Well, no, not that way. Not that way. No, not that way. No, not that way. That way. No, no, the other way. There you go. It's going too fast. Right, bear with me. Let me... It's going too fast. No one's going to be able to read that. Let's slow that down. There you go. We're a professional channel over here. Right, that is the FA Cup draw in full. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll still be here for another 10-15 minutes to react to it, but I'll just give you a second to make sure you've caught up with it. And, you know, let me know your thoughts on who you support and your reaction to the draw. Was it a good draw? I think there's some good games in there. There isn't like a massive disparity matches there where a tiny team has got one of the biggest teams. Have we got one of them? Because a couple of the non-league teams drew each other, didn't they? Brackley or Burton are away against not Western-super-Mare. Did they get Boreham Wood or something? But anyway, yeah, share your thoughts down below. I would give that draw a 6 out of 10. I don't think it was the best draw, actually. That's my thoughts. I won't lie. I think it's an okay draw. There's some good games like Tottenham versus Villa. I think I'm just a bit disappointed with Coventry getting Stoke away, which I just never really want an away championship game. That is the one thing I said before this draw started. And what did they do? They ruined my night. Peter Crouch and Joe Cole, partners in crime. Right, let's have a look at your reactions to the draw. Thank you to the 2,400 people that are watching. Make sure you've dropped a like and subscribed. Go on, like, subscribe, and comment. That's the main thing. Comment. Fun local rivalry, MK Dons v Oxford. BCFC v Cambridge. Last time was our last game of League One when we beat the points record. Of course, that was a League One match last season. Fulham versus Middlesbrough could be an upset for sure. I wouldn't put it past Middlesbrough. You know, they're second in the championship for a reason. Burgee says, oh, great, a cup to progress in and increase injuries during our best season. Watch us drop into the playoffs. Well, Burgee, I mean, I don't know. I suspect Mark Robins is more of a manager that will be up for the cup run than Frank Lampard. What do you guys think for the Stoke-Coventry game? I just sense that Stoke will want it a bit more because Coventry will be thinking, let's just concentrate on the league. Right, let's have a look at some more of your comments. Charlton away will be very tasty. Yeah, so let's just go through the draw in case anyone missed it. Remember, we'll be here for 10 minutes to react to it, so keep liking, subscribing, commenting. I'm going to read out the draw in full, which will take me a minute, so bear with me. We have Wolves versus Shrewsbury, Doncaster versus Southampton, Tottenham Villa, that's a good one, Port Vale Fleetwood, Preston Wigan, Lancashire Derby, Ipswich Blackpool, Wrexham Forest is tasty, Charlton Chelsea, tasty, Man City Exeter, hard for Exeter, West Ham QPR, Wednesday Brentford, Fulham Middlesbrough, Everton Sunderland, Liverpool Barnsley, Burnley Millwall, Norwich Walsall, Portsmouth Arsenal, Derby Leeds, Swansea West Brom, Salford Swindon, Boreham Wood versus Brackley or Burton, Grimsby Western Supermare, Hull v Blackburn, Newcastle Bournemouth, MK Dons Oxford, Cheltenham Leicester, Cambridge Birmingham, Bristol City Watford, Stoke Coventry, Macclesfield Palace, Man United Brighton, and Sheffield United Mansfield. That is the draw in full. Now I would say Tottenham Villa is a really good game between two of the bigger and better teams in the competition. I think Man United v Brighton is also up there in terms of two of the better Premier League teams. Obviously, Everton versus Sunderland is two good performing Premier League teams. Good performing? Yeah, they are performing good. They're performing well, if you know what I mean. Newcastle Bournemouth, also a decent one. So quite a few Premier League versus Premier League ones. I do like... I mean, there's a Lancashire derby and Preston v Wigan. I think Wrexham Forest is one I think's tasty. Charlton Chelsea. West Ham QPR is not bad. What else did we get? Liverpool Barnsley is a fun one. Barnsley beat Liverpool in the FA Cup a few years ago. Portsmouth Arsenal is good. Is that it? MK Dons Oxford. People saying that's a derby. I think that might be it, to be honest. Macclesfield v Palace is probably the biggest disparity. I think that might be the only non-league team that got a Premier League team. Yeah, so share your thoughts. That is the draw in full. And like I say, let's get more reaction to it. Thank you once again to those of you that were kind enough to donate. Let's get the iPad out. Let's read out some more comments. Wrexham got a good tie, says Joe. It's a good one, isn't it? You know, Wrexham doing well in the Championship. Forest recovering in the Premier League. But, you know, with Wrexham having the home advantage, they'll want to give them a game for sure. Salford to knock out Swindon, says Jay. Wrexham Forest will be decent. Preston v Wigan is a Ryan Lowe derby. Yes, William. Yeah. They're showing a reaction to the draw. Where was that? That was somewhere. Macclesfield. They're showing the Macclesfield reaction to getting Crystal Palace. I think they wanted Man United, didn't they? Still a decent tie, though, isn't it? Connor says, good luck to Man City. Well, Connor, I know you're a Man City fan, but surely it should be good luck to Exeter. I don't think Man City need luck when they're playing Exeter. Wrexham fan says, piece of cake. Would have liked some more mismatch games. Yeah, I think we're missing a bit of that. Quite a lot of the lower league teams managed to draw each other, which is decent from the aspect of them getting further, but it didn't give us many glamorous mismatch matches for this round, if that makes sense. I'm livid. We are not getting Norwich. We got Blackburn Rovers instead. Oh, great, says Anthony. Birmingham will batter Cambridge, says Tasha. We will see. Last chance to get a comment in. I'm going to sign off in about 2 minutes. So a massive thank you once again for joining our FA Cup draw. And like I say, get involved with all of the stuff. Like and subscribe and comment. That's the main thing. We want to see what you guys have to say in the comments. Just going to do a wee bit of plugging. Check out the links in the description, guys. Let's put both of those down there. Yeah, there we go. There's my Instagram and Twitter if you wanted to drop those a follow, guys. Thank you so much for all of your support. We'll try and be doing more stuff on the socials over there. But yeah, we're going to sign off in a minute. So final reaction, whether you've already commented or not, give us your final thoughts to the draw. We'll be signing off in 2 minutes' time. I'm not going to read out that comment, but someone's saying we're a better channel than someone else, so I appreciate that. Have a good evening, Matt and everyone, says Dave. Thank you so much. Derby versus Leeds would have been a good tie in 1974. A Brian Clough derby, of course, managed both of them. Didn't have much success at Leeds, of course, we all know, but yeah, did well for Derby and Forest. Thanks, Matt, says Kelly. You need to do more live videos. They are fun. Thanks, Kelly. We always do the draws. And we always do Coventry games. We'll try and do a bit more. We are live tomorrow, guys. Preston versus Coventry. Do join us for that one. I'm looking forward to it. Preston versus Coventry will be live from about 7:30. We've got more videos coming out on the channel on Wednesday. If you've not already checked out the Champions League and Championship predictions for midweek, then check them out. By the way, disclaimer, I accidentally got one of the badges wrong in the Champions League videos. Forgive me. Thank you for making this video from a Leeds fan. Cheers, buddy. Have a good evening, says Tasha. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you to everyone. Final comments, say farewell. Anthony says, I'm depressed. Liverpool are not getting Crystal Palace because Liverpool are crap, okay? All the best, lads. Take care, says Joe. Pretty good draw, says Connor. Yeah, there's a couple of good ones. Like any draw, you get a couple of good ones and a couple of not so good ones. Anyway, that's it from me. I didn't really get the one I wanted, but, you know, can't grumble. Thank you so much for joining us. Some interesting ones in there. Last chance to have a look. If not, we're signing off now, so go over to your football website, whatever you use, the BBC, SofaScore, whatever it is. Check out the fixtures for the FA Cup third round. And remember, these games will be played out at the start of January. I think it will be the weekend, I think the 10th and 11th of January. Yeah, that'd be right. Some of the games will be on Friday the 9th as well. But that's it from me. Thank you once again for all of your support. Make sure you've dropped a like and subscribed. And if you want to leave a comment after the live stream, you're more than welcome to. That's it from me for the FA Cup third round draw. We'll see you for more content tomorrow. Take care, guys. Peace out.